Practical details, such as the time of day and duration for each activity. For example, if you aim to develop a habit of reading daily, decide on a specific time each day to read and set a target for the amount of reading you want to accomplish. Having a structured plan helps in integrating these habits into your daily routine. Start small to build a strong foundation for your habits. Begin with manageable tasks that you can realistically incorporate into your routine. Starting with small, achievable goals makes it easier to build momentum and avoids the overwhelm that often accompanies larger, more ambitious changes. For instance, if your goal is to establish a habit of exercising regularly, start with short workout sessions and gradually increase the duration and intensity as you build consistency. Create a supportive environment that reinforces your habits. Your surroundings play a crucial role in shaping your behaviors and making it easier to stick to your routines. Design your environment in a way that minimizes obstacles and supports your desired habits. For example, if you want to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and remove tempting, unhealthy options. Similarly, if you aim to practice mindfulness daily, create a dedicated space for meditation that is free from distractions. Track your progress to maintain motivation and accountability. Keeping a record of your habits provides tangible evidence of your efforts and achievements. Use tools such as journals, habit tracking apps, or charts to monitor your consistency. Tracking progress allows you to see how far you've come, identify patterns or areas for improvement, and celebrate milestones along the way. This visibility reinforces your commitment and helps you stay focused on your goals. Build accountability into your habit-building process. Share your goals and progress with a friend, mentor, or accountability partner who can offer support and encouragement. This external accountability creates a sense of responsibility and provides additional motivation to maintain consistency. Regular check-ins with your accountability partner also offer opportunities to discuss challenges and receive constructive feedback. Cultivate self-discipline by developing strategies to overcome resistance and procrastination. Self-discipline is essential for maintaining consistent habits, especially when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. Implement techniques such as setting reminders, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and using positive reinforcement to stay on track. Building self-discipline involves practicing these strategies regularly and developing a resilient mindset that can navigate challenges effectively. Reinforce habits through repetition. Consistency is built through the repeated execution of behaviors until they become automatic. The more frequently you perform a habit, the more ingrained it becomes in your routine. Aim to perform your habits at the same time and in the same context each day to strengthen their association with your daily life. This repetition solidifies the habit and makes it an integral part of your routine. Adapt and adjust your habits as needed. Flexibility is important in maintaining consistent habits, as circumstances and priorities may change over time. Be open to modifying your habits to better suit your evolving needs or to address challenges that arise. For example, if a new work schedule affects your exercise routine, adjust the timing or type of exercise to fit your new schedule. Adapting your habits ensures that they remain relevant and sustainable in the long run. Embrace the power of habit stacking to reinforce new behaviors. Habit stacking involves pairing a new habit with an existing one, creating a seamless transition between the two. For example, if you already have a routine of brushing your teeth every morning, use this time to incorporate a new habit, such as stretching or practicing gratitude. This technique leverages established routines to reinforce new behaviors and enhance consistency. Focus on the long-term benefits of your habits to maintain motivation. Remind yourself of the positive outcomes and improvements that your consistent habits are contributing to over time. Whether it's increased productivity, better health, or personal growth, keeping the long-term benefits in mind helps you stay committed to your habits and provides a sense of purpose. Consistent habits are the key to achieving sustained progress and success. By identifying relevant behaviors, creating a clear plan, starting small, designing a supportive environment, tracking progress, building accountability, cultivating self-discipline, reinforcing through repetition, adapting as needed, utilizing habit stacking, and focusing on long-term benefits, You create a foundation for achieving your goals and fostering lasting change. Resilience to distractions is a critical skill in maintaining focus and achieving long-term goals. Distractions, both external and internal, can derail your progress and diminish your productivity. Developing resilience to these interruptions involves strategies and practices that help you remain centered and committed to your tasks, despite the numerous potential disruptions that may arise. To build resilience to distractions, begin by identifying the specific sources of distractions in your environment. These sources can include physical interruptions, such as noise, clutter, or the presence of electronic devices, as well as psychological distractions like stress, anxiety, or wandering thoughts. Understanding what distracts you most allows you to implement targeted strategies to address these issues effectively. One effective approach to managing external distractions is to create a distraction-free workspace. Designate a specific area for focused work that minimizes interruptions and maintains a conducive environment for concentration. This might involve organizing your workspace to reduce clutter, using noise-canceling headphones to block out ambient noise, or establishing boundaries with others to minimize disturbances. By creating a dedicated space for focused work, you enhance your ability to remain engaged and productive. In addition to managing physical distractions, it's essential to address digital interruptions. The constant influx of notifications from emails, social media, and other digital platforms can fragment your attention and reduce your productivity. Implement strategies such as turning off non-essential notifications, setting specific times to check emails, and using apps or tools that block distracting websites during work periods. These measures help you maintain focus on your tasks and reduce the temptation to engage in non-essential activities. Another aspect of resilience to distractions involves managing internal interruptions. Internal distractions, such as racing thoughts, worries, or self-doubt, can be as disruptive as external interruptions. Practice mindfulness and stress management techniques to cultivate a sense of calm and focus. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation can help you regain your composure and center your attention. By addressing internal disruptions, you create a more stable mental environment conducive to sustained concentration. Developing strategic planning is also crucial in maintaining resilience to distractions. Break your tasks into smaller, manageable segments and set clear deadlines for each segment. This approach not only makes the work feel less overwhelming, but also provides a structured framework that helps you stay on track. Use tools like to-do lists or project management apps to organize your tasks and monitor your progress. Having a clear plan in place helps you stay focused and resist the urge to be sidetracked by less important activities. Setting boundaries is another key element in managing distractions. Clearly communicate your availability to colleagues, family members, or others who may interrupt your work. Establish specific times when you are accessible and times when you need uninterrupted focus. By setting these boundaries, you create a respectful environment that supports your need for concentration and minimizes unnecessary disruptions. Cultivating self-discipline is vital in resisting distractions. Self-discipline involves maintaining control over your actions and choices, even when faced with tempting diversions. Implement techniques such as the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused intervals followed by short breaks, to enhance your ability to concentrate. During these intervals, commit fully to the task at hand and use breaks to recharge. Building self-discipline helps you develop a strong resistance to distractions and enhances your overall productivity. Building resilience to distractions also involves maintaining a balanced perspective. Recognize that occasional distractions are a natural part of any work process, and that perfection is not always attainable. Instead of becoming frustrated or discouraged by interruptions, adopt a flexible attitude and refocus on your tasks with renewed determination. This perspective helps you maintain your composure and continue making progress despite occasional setbacks. Regularly evaluating and adjusting your strategies for managing distractions is essential for ongoing improvement. Periodically assess the effectiveness of your approaches and make necessary adjustments based on your experiences. This evaluation process helps you identify what works best for you and refine your strategies for better focus and productivity. By remaining adaptable, you enhance your ability to manage distractions effectively and sustain your progress. Practicing self-care plays a crucial role in building resilience to distractions. Ensure you get adequate rest, nutrition, and exercise, as these factors significantly impact your ability to concentrate and manage stress. A healthy body and mind are better equipped to handle distractions and maintain focus. Incorporate self-care practices into your routine to support your overall well-being and enhance your resilience to interruptions. Resilience to distractions involves identifying sources of interruptions, creating a distraction-free workspace, managing digital and internal distractions, developing strategic planning, setting boundaries, cultivating self-discipline, maintaining a balanced perspective, evaluating and adjusting strategies, and practicing self-care. By implementing these strategies, you strengthen your ability to remain focused and productive, ultimately enhancing your effectiveness and progress towards your goals. Positive self-talk is a powerful practice that can profoundly influence your mindset, behavior, and overall well-being. It involves the internal dialogue you maintain with yourself, and it has a significant impact on how you perceive and respond to various situations. Embracing positive self-talk can transform your self-image, boost your confidence, and enhance your ability to achieve your goals. The foundation of positive self-talk lies in recognizing and challenging negative thoughts. Often we are unaware of the negative or self-limiting beliefs that pervade our thinking. These negative thoughts can undermine our confidence and hinder our progress. To foster positive self-talk, start by becoming more aware of your inner dialogue. Pay attention to the critical or pessimistic thoughts that arise, especially in challenging situations. Once you identify these thoughts, challenge their validity. Ask yourself whether they are based on facts or irrational fears. By questioning and reframing negative thoughts, you create space for more constructive and positive self-talk. An essential aspect of positive self-talk is replacing negative statements with positive affirmations. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that reinforce your strengths, capabilities, and worth. For example, instead of saying, "I am not good enough," replace it with, "I am capable and deserving of success." Affirmations should be specific, realistic, and aligned with your goals. Repeating these affirmations regularly helps to rewire your thought patterns and build a more optimistic and confident mindset. Incorporating gratitude into your self-talk practice can also enhance its effectiveness. Gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. By expressing gratitude, you shift your focus away from what is lacking or problematic and towards what is going well. For instance, instead of dwelling on a recent failure, acknowledge and appreciate the efforts you put in and the lessons you learned. Gratitude reinforces positive self-talk by reminding you of your accomplishments and the positive elements in your life. Another crucial element of positive self-talk is setting realistic and achievable goals. When you set goals, ensure they are challenging yet attainable. Break larger goals into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate your progress along the way. Positive self-talk reinforces your commitment to these goals by affirming your ability to achieve them. For example, if you have a goal to improve your public speaking skills, use positive self-talk to acknowledge each step of progress, such as preparing thoroughly or receiving positive feedback. This reinforcement builds confidence and motivation to continue striving towards your goals. Visualizing success is another powerful technique to complement positive self-talk. Visualization involves creating vivid mental images of yourself, achieving your goals, and experiencing the associated emotions. By combining visualization with positive self-talk, you create a mental rehearsal of success. For instance, if you are preparing for a job interview, visualize yourself confidently answering questions and receiving a positive response. This mental imagery, paired with affirmations of your capabilities, enhances your belief in your ability to succeed and reduces anxiety. Practicing self-compassion is integral to positive self-talk. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself for mistakes or setbacks, approach yourself with empathy and support. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and that these moments are opportunities for growth and learning. Self-compassion helps to maintain a positive and nurturing internal dialogue, reinforcing your resilience and perseverance. Engaging in positive self-reflection is another valuable practice. Set aside time to reflect on your strengths, achievements, and positive qualities. Acknowledge the progress you have made and the positive impact you have had on others. Self-reflection helps to reinforce your self-worth and encourages a positive perspective on your abilities and accomplishments. For example, after completing a challenging project, take time to reflect on the skills and efforts you utilized and the positive outcomes that resulted. Surrounding yourself with positivity can also enhance your positive self-talk. Engage with people, media, and environments that uplift and inspire you. Positive influences contribute to a more optimistic mindset and reinforce your own positive self-talk. Avoid or limit exposure to negative or toxic environments that may undermine your confidence and self-esteem. By curating a positive environment, you support and strengthen your positive internal dialogue. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can further support positive self-talk. Mindfulness involves being present and non-judgmental about your thoughts and feelings. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your internal dialogue and can intervene more effectively when negative thoughts arise. Self-awareness helps you recognize patterns in your thinking and allows you to consciously choose positive and constructive self-talk. Incorporating affirmative language in your self-talk is also essential. Use language that is empowering and affirming rather than limiting or disempowering. For instance, instead of saying, "I'll try my best," say, "I will succeed by giving my best effort." Affirmative language reinforces a positive and proactive mindset, enhancing your confidence and determination. Celebrate your successes and progress, no matter how small. Positive self-talk is reinforced by acknowledging and celebrating your achievements. Recognize and reward yourself for reaching milestones and making progress towards your goals. This practice helps to maintain a positive outlook and reinforces your belief in your abilities. Positive self-talk involves recognizing and challenging negative thoughts, replacing them with positive affirmations, incorporating gratitude, setting realistic goals, visualizing success, practicing self-compassion, engaging in positive self-reflection, surrounding yourself with positivity. Practicing mindfulness, using affirmative language, and celebrating your successes. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you create a supportive and empowering internal dialogue that enhances your confidence, resilience, and overall well-being. Accountability is a critical component of personal and professional growth. It involves taking responsibility for your actions, decisions, and progress towards your goals. Embracing accountability fosters a sense of ownership, drives motivation, and enhances your ability to achieve success. It requires self-awareness, commitment, and a willingness to hold yourself to a higher standard. To cultivate accountability, start by setting clear and specific goals. Goals should be well-defined and measurable, providing a clear roadmap for what you want to achieve. Clear goals create a sense of purpose and direction, making it easier to track your progress and evaluate your performance. For example, if you aim to improve your fitness, set specific goals such as exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week. Rather than a vague goal like get in shape clear goals, set the foundation for accountability by establishing concrete targets to work towards. Developing a detailed action plan is essential for maintaining accountability. Break down your goals into actionable steps and create a timeline for achieving each step. An action plan outlines the specific tasks you need to complete, the resources required, and the deadlines for each task. By having a structured plan, you create a roadmap that guides your efforts and helps you stay focused on your objectives. This planning process also makes it easier to identify and address any obstacles that may arise. Tracking your progress is a crucial aspect of accountability. Regularly monitor and evaluate your progress towards your goals to ensure that you are staying on track. Use tools such as journals, spreadsheets, or project management apps to record your achievements and setbacks. Tracking progress provides valuable insights into your performance and helps you make informed decisions about any adjustments needed to stay aligned with your goals. It also reinforces your commitment by providing tangible evidence of your efforts. Establishing accountability partners can significantly enhance your commitment to your goals. An accountability partner is someone who supports and holds you responsible for your progress. This could be a friend, colleague, mentor, or coach who shares similar goals or values. Regular check-ins with your accountability partner provide opportunities for mutual support, feedback, and encouragement. Knowing that someone else is monitoring your progress can increase your motivation and help you stay focused. Communicating your goals and progress to others can also reinforce your accountability. Share your objectives with trusted individuals who can provide support and encouragement. By publicly committing to your goals, you create a sense of responsibility to follow through. This external commitment can enhance your motivation and drive you to take consistent action. For instance, sharing your goals on social media or discussing them with colleagues can create a sense of accountability and inspire you to stay dedicated. Reflecting on your challenges and successes is an important part of the accountability process. Take time to evaluate the obstacles you have encountered and the strategies you have used to overcome them. Reflect on your successes and the factors that contributed to achieving your goals. This self-reflection helps you understand what works well and what areas need improvement. It also provides an opportunity to celebrate your achievements and recognize the effort and progress you have made. Embracing a growth mindset is crucial for maintaining accountability. A growth mindset involves viewing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and development. Instead of becoming discouraged by failures or obstacles, approach them with curiosity and a willingness to adapt. A growth mindset fosters resilience and perseverance, allowing you to stay committed to your goals despite difficulties. By adopting this mindset, you enhance your ability to navigate challenges and maintain accountability for your progress. Building self-discipline is another key element of accountability. Self-discipline involves the ability to stay focused and adhere to your commitments even when faced with distractions or temptations. Develop self-discipline by creating routines and habits that support your goals. Implement strategies such as time management techniques, prioritizing tasks, and minimizing procrastination. Strengthening your self-discipline enhances your ability to follow through on your commitments and maintain accountability. Addressing and learning from setbacks is an important aspect of accountability. Setbacks are an inevitable part of the journey towards achieving your goals. Instead of viewing them as failures, approach them as valuable learning experiences. Analyze what went wrong, identify any contributing factors, and determine how you can adjust your approach moving forward. By learning from setbacks, you build resilience and enhance your ability to stay accountable to your goals. Maintaining consistency in your efforts is crucial for long-term accountability. Consistent actions and behaviors contribute to steady progress and reinforce your commitment to your goals. Develop a routine that incorporates the necessary tasks and activities required to achieve your objectives. Consistency helps you build momentum and makes it easier to stay on track. It also reinforces the habit of accountability by creating a regular pattern of effort and dedication. Celebrating your achievements is an important part of the accountability process. Acknowledge and reward yourself for reaching milestones and achieving your goals. Celebrating successes provides positive reinforcement and reinforces your motivation to continue striving towards your objectives. Recognize the effort and dedication you have put into your pursuits and take pride in your accomplishments. Accountability involves setting clear goals, developing an action plan, tracking progress, establishing accountability partners, communicating your goals, reflecting on challenges and successes, embracing a growth mindset, building self-discipline, addressing setbacks, maintaining consistency, and celebrating achievements. By embracing these practices, you cultivate a strong sense of ownership and responsibility, enhancing your ability to achieve your goals and drive personal and professional growth. Celebrating progress is a fundamental practice that contributes significantly to sustained motivation, increased morale, and overall well-being. Recognizing and acknowledging your achievements, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in reinforcing your commitment to your goals and maintaining a positive outlook. It is a practice that not only honors the effort you put in, but also fuels further progress and growth. To effectively celebrate progress, start by recognizing milestones along your journey. Milestones are key points that signify significant achievements or advancements towards your goals. These can be tangible outcomes, such as completing a major project or reaching a target, or intangible, like overcoming a personal challenge or developing a new skill. Identifying and celebrating these milestones helps to mark your achievements and reinforces the importance of the progress you've made. It shifts your focus from the end goal to the incremental successes that contribute to your overall achievement. Acknowledging your efforts is an important aspect of celebrating progress. Often the focus is on the end result, but recognizing the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that went into reaching a milestone is equally important. This involves reflecting on the challenges you've faced, the obstacles you've overcome, and the strategies you've employed to stay on track. By acknowledging your efforts, you give yourself credit for the journey and the growth you've experienced along the way. This self-recognition boosts your confidence and reinforces the value of your continued efforts. Sharing your successes with others can amplify the celebration of your progress. Whether it's through a formal announcement, a casual conversation with friends, or sharing on social media, communicating your achievements allows others to share in your joy and success. This not only provides external validation, but also strengthens your support network. When others celebrate with you, it reinforces your sense of accomplishment and provides additional motivation to continue striving towards your goals. Incorporate personal rewards as part of your celebration process. Rewards can serve as tangible symbols of your achievements and can be an effective way to reinforce positive behavior. These rewards don't have to be extravagant or costly. They can be simple gestures that bring you joy and satisfaction. For example, treating yourself to a favorite meal, taking a relaxing break, or indulging in a hobby you enjoy can serve as meaningful rewards. The key is to choose rewards that resonate with you and align with your values and preferences. Reflecting on your progress provides an opportunity to gain insight and learn from your experiences. Take time to review what you've accomplished and how it aligns with your initial goals. Consider what strategies worked well, what challenges you encountered, and how you can apply these insights to future endeavors. This reflective process helps to consolidate your achievements and provides valuable lessons that can inform your ongoing efforts. It also reinforces the sense of accomplishment and progress by highlighting the growth and development that have occurred. In addition to personal rewards, celebrate progress with others by involving those who have supported or been part of your journey. Organize a small gathering, express gratitude, or simply share your achievements with those who have played a role in your success. Celebrating with others not only enhances the sense of accomplishment, but also fosters a sense of community and mutual support. It creates an environment where achievements are recognized and valued, further motivating you and those around you. Make celebration a routine practice rather than an occasional event. Incorporate regular check-ins to acknowledge and celebrate progress, whether daily, weekly, or monthly. Establishing a routine celebration practice helps to create a positive feedback loop, reinforcing your commitment and maintaining motivation. Regular celebrations prevent burnout by providing consistent recognition and reward for your efforts, keeping you engaged and enthusiastic about your goals. It's important to celebrate progress authentically by staying true to your values and preferences. Choose celebration methods that align with your personality and what genuinely brings you satisfaction. Authentic celebrations create a deeper sense of fulfillment and make the process of acknowledging progress more meaningful. Whether it's through quiet reflection, sharing with loved ones, or engaging in a personal treat, ensure that the celebration resonates with you and feels genuine. Visualize your achievements as part of your celebration process. Take a moment to mentally picture the progress you've made and the impact it has had on your goals. Visualization helps to reinforce the sense of accomplishment and provides a deeper appreciation for your achievements. It allows you to experience the success in a vivid and emotional way, enhancing the overall celebration process. Maintain a forward-looking perspective while celebrating progress. Use the celebration of past achievements as a motivational tool for future endeavors. Reflect on how far you've come and how the progress you've made sets the stage for continued growth and success. Celebrate not just the current achievements, but also the potential and opportunities that lie ahead, reinforcing your commitment to ongoing improvement and accomplishment. Celebrating progress involves recognizing milestones, acknowledging your efforts, sharing successes with others, incorporating personal rewards, reflecting on your experiences, celebrating with those who support you, making celebration a routine practice, celebrating authentically, visualizing achievements, and maintaining a forward-looking perspective. By integrating these practices into your journey, you create a positive and motivating environment that enhances your overall experience, reinforces your commitment to your goals, and fosters continued growth and success. In conclusion, celebrating progress is more than a mere acknowledgement of achievements. It is a fundamental practice that fuels continued motivation, strengthens commitment, and nurtures personal growth. By recognizing milestones, acknowledging your efforts, and sharing successes, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your dedication and enhances your sense of accomplishment. Incorporating personal rewards, reflecting on your experiences, and involving those who support you further enriches the celebration process, making it a meaningful and fulfilling part of your journey. Embracing celebration as a routine practice ensures that you consistently recognize and honor the progress you make, preventing burnout and maintaining enthusiasm. Authentic celebrations that resonate with your values and preferences provide deeper satisfaction and reinforce your commitment to your goals. Visualizing your achievements and maintaining a forward-looking perspective transforms celebrations into powerful motivators that propel you towards future success. In essence, celebrating progress is an integral part of achieving long-term success and personal fulfillment. It transforms the journey towards your goals into a series of rewarding and enriching experiences, making every step along the way a testament to your dedication and growth. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you cultivate a resilient, motivated, and optimistic mindset, paving the way for continued achievements and a fulfilling journey. In the quiet moments of life, when the noise of the world fades away, there lies an opportunity, a chance to turn inward and discover the boundless potential that resides within you. The journey of self-discovery begins with self-reflection. It's in these moments of introspection that you come to understand who you truly are, what you genuinely desire, and where you want your life to lead. To work on yourself is to embark on this sacred journey, knowing that every step you take inward is a step toward the life you were always meant to live. Self-reflection is the gateway to self-understanding. It is the process of turning your gaze inward, away from the distractions and demands of the external world, to explore the vast landscape of your inner self. In the stillness of self-reflection, you begin to uncover the layers of your identity, your desires, your fears, and your beliefs. It is these quiet moments that you can truly listen to the voice within the voice that often gets drowned out by the noise of daily life. When you engage in self-reflection, you create a space for honesty and clarity. It's a time to ask yourself the deeper questions: who am I beyond my roles and responsibilities? What are the dreams that I've kept hidden, even from myself? What are the patterns in my life that keep repeating, and why? These questions are not always easy to answer, but they are essential for true growth. Self-reflection requires courage, for it often brings to light aspects of yourself that you may have ignored or denied. But it is only by acknowledging these truths that you can begin the process of transformation. This practice of looking inward allows you to identify the beliefs and assumptions that have been guiding your life, often unconsciously. You start to see how your past experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped your current reality. Self-reflection gives you the insight to understand why you react in certain ways, why you make the choices you do, and why certain patterns keep emerging in your life. It's like holding up a mirror to your soul, revealing both your strengths and your vulnerabilities. Through self-reflection, you gain the power to redefine yourself. It is the first step in taking control of your life, because it allows you to see where you are starting from. Without this awareness, you are like a ship adrift at sea, subject to the whims of the winds and the tides. But with self-reflection, you become the captain of your ship. charting a course based on a deep understanding of who you are and where you want to go. This process is ongoing, not a one-time event. Self-reflection is something you return to again and again, each time peeling back another layer, each time gaining more clarity. As you make it a regular practice, you will find that it becomes a source of strength and guidance. It grounds you in your true self, enabling you to navigate life with purpose and confidence. Through self-reflection, you begin to align your external actions with your internal truth, creating a life that is not just lived, but fully experienced. Setting clear intentions is the art of directing your inner power toward a specific goal or desire. It is the process of defining what you truly want in life, with a level of clarity that leaves no room for doubt or confusion. When you set an intention, you are making a conscious decision to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with a particular outcome. This act of focusing your energy is not merely wishful thinking, it is a deliberate and powerful step in manifesting the life you envision. Intentions serve as the blueprint for your reality. Without them, your mind is like a scattered beam of light, unfocused and ineffective. But when you set clear intentions, you transform that beam into a laser, sharp and directed, capable of cutting through obstacles and creating a path to your desired destination. The clarity of your intention determines the strength of your manifestation. The more precise you are in defining what you want, the more likely you are to achieve it. The process of setting intentions begins with deep introspection. It requires you to look within and identify what truly matters to you, what resonates with your inner being. It's not enough to simply state a vague desire, you must be specific. For example, rather than intending to be successful, you might set the intention to create a thriving business that brings value to others and fulfills my passion. This specificity not only provides direction, but also fuels your motivation, making your intention more compelling. Once you've defined your intention, it's essential to infuse it with emotion. Your emotions are the energy that propels your intentions forward. When you connect your intention with a deep emotional desire, you create a powerful force that can overcome doubts and fears. This emotional connection is what keeps you committed to your intention, even when challenges arise. It transforms your intention from a mere thought into a driving force that influences every aspect of your life. In addition to clarity and emotion, belief plays a crucial role in setting intentions. You must believe, with unwavering certainty, that your intention is not only possible but inevitable. This belief is what bridges the gap between your current reality and the future you are creating. Doubt and hesitation weaken your intentions, scattering your energy and delaying your progress. But when you hold a firm belief in the success of your intention, you attract the resources, opportunities, and circumstances that will bring it to fruition. Intentions also require consistency. Setting an intention is not a one-time event, it is a practice that must be revisited regularly. By consistently focusing on your intention, you reinforce its presence in your mind and in your life. This consistency keeps you aligned with your goals and ensures that your actions remain in harmony with your desired outcome. It's through this ongoing commitment that your intentions become the guiding force in your life, leading you steadily toward the realization of your dreams. Setting clear intentions is a foundational practice in the process of personal growth and manifestation. It is the first step in transforming your desires into reality, giving direction to your energy and purpose to your actions. As you become more adept at setting intentions, you will find that your ability to create the life you want becomes more powerful, more focused, and more effective. Believing in your potential is the cornerstone of personal transformation. It is the recognition that within you lies an immense reservoir of untapped power, creativity, and ability. This belief is not based on external validation or past achievements. It is an inner conviction that you are capable of far more than you have yet realized. To believe in your potential is to trust that you are inherently equipped to achieve your dreams and overcome any obstacles that stand in your way. At its core, believing in your potential is about recognizing that your true nature is limitless. The limitations you perceive, whether they are related to your abilities, opportunities, or circumstances, are often constructs of your own mind. They are the product of past conditioning, societal expectations, and self-imposed doubts. But when you begin to believe in your potential, you start to see these limitations for what they truly are: illusions that can be transcended. This belief in your potential is a powerful force that shakes your reality. It influences your thoughts, actions, and decisions in profound ways. When you truly believe in your ability to grow and succeed, you approach challenges with a different mindset. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, you view them as opportunities for growth. You become more resilient, more creative, and more determined. Your belief in your potential becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, guiding you toward the outcomes you desire. Cultivating this belief requires a shift in perspective. It begins with letting go of the doubts and fears that have held you back. These doubts may have been ingrained in you for years, reinforced by negative experiences or the opinions of others. But to believe in your potential, you must challenge these limiting beliefs. You must choose to focus on your strengths, your successes, and the possibilities that lie ahead, rather than dwelling on past failures or perceived shortcomings. One of the most powerful ways to reinforce your belief in your potential is through positive self-talk. The words you speak to yourself have a profound impact on your mindset and your actions. By affirming your capabilities, you strengthen your belief in them. Statements like "I am capable, I am resourceful, and I can achieve anything I set my mind to" become the foundation of your inner dialogue. Over time, these affirmations reshape your self-image, aligning your thoughts with the reality you wish to create. Visualizing your success is another key component of believing in your potential. When you imagine yourself achieving your goals, you create a mental blueprint for success. This visualization not only motivates you, but also convinces your subconscious mind that your goals are attainable. The more vividly and frequently you visualize your success, the more your belief in your potential is reinforced, and the more likely you are to take the necessary steps to make that vision a reality. It's also important to surround yourself with people who believe in your potential. The company you keep has a significant influence on your self-belief. When you are surrounded by individuals who uplift and encourage you, who see the greatness within you, even when you may not, their belief in you can bolster your own. These supportive relationships act as mirrors, reflecting back to you the possibilities that you might not yet see in yourself. Believing in your potential also involves embracing a growth mindset. This mindset is the understanding that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. With a growth mindset, you view challenges as opportunities to expand your skills and knowledge. You recognize that setbacks are not indicators of failure, but rather stepping stones on the path to success. This perspective fosters a deep and abiding belief in your potential, as it reminds you that you are always capable of growing and improving. Believing in your potential is about committing to the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. It's about trusting that you have within you all the resources you need to achieve your dreams, even if those resources are not yet fully realized. This belief is the fuel that drives you forward, the inner flame that keeps you moving toward your goals, no matter how distant they may seem. Cultivating positive habits is the process of consciously shaping your daily routines and behaviors to align with the person you want to become. Habits are the building blocks of your life. They are the small, repeated actions that accumulate over time to create significant change. Positive habits are those that support your growth, enhance your well-being, and bring you closer to your goals. By deliberately cultivating these habits, you take control of your future, ensuring that your daily actions are in harmony with your highest aspirations. The power of habits lies in their ability to automate your behavior. Once established, a habit requires little conscious effort to maintain. It becomes a part of your routine, something you do almost instinctively. This automation is what makes habits so powerful. They allow you to make progress without expending a great deal of mental energy. But this power is a double-edged sword. Just as positive habits can propel you towards success, negative habits can hold you back, keeping you stuck in patterns that do not serve you. The first step in cultivating positive habits is awareness. You must become conscious of the habits you currently have, both good and bad. This requires an honest assessment of your daily routines. What do you do consistently, almost without thinking? Which of these actions contribute to your well-being? and which ones detract from it. This awareness is crucial because you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Once you have identified your current habits, you can begin the process of replacing negative ones with positive ones. To cultivate a positive habit, start small. The key to successful habit formation is consistency, not intensity. It's better to start with a manageable action that you can repeat every day than to attempt something grand and unsustainable. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical health, begin with just a few minutes of exercise each day, rather than an hour-long workout. The simplicity of the action makes it easier to stick with, and as the habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase its scope and intensity. Another important aspect of cultivating positive habits is linking them to existing routines. This technique, known as habit stacking, involves attaching a new habit to a well-established one. For instance, if you already have a habit of making coffee in the morning, you could stack a new habit of practicing gratitude by writing down 3 things you're thankful for while your coffee brews. This method leverages the power of your existing routines to make new habits more likely to stick. Repetition is the foundation of habit formation. The more you repeat a behavior, the more ingrained it becomes in your brain. Each time you engage in a positive habit, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that behavior, making it easier to perform in the future. Over time, what once required conscious effort becomes second nature. This is why consistency is so critical in cultivating positive habits. Even on days when motivation is low, committing to the habit, no matter how small the effort, reinforces its place in your life. It's also important to create an environment that supports your positive habits so that your surroundings can either facilitate or hinder your progress. If you want to develop a habit of reading more, for example, make sure that books are easily accessible in your living space. If your goal is to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods and remove temptations. By designing your environment to support your goals, you reduce the friction associated with maintaining positive habits, making it easier to stay on track. Accountability can also play a significant role in cultivating positive habits. Sharing your goals with others, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a community, creates a sense of responsibility that can motivate you to stick with your habits. When you know that someone else is aware of your intentions, you're more likely to follow through, even on days when you might feel like giving up. Additionally, having a support system can provide encouragement and celebrate your successes, reinforcing your commitment to positive change. Celebrating small wins is another crucial aspect of habit cultivation. Each time you successfully perform a positive habit, acknowledge and reward yourself for it. This could be as simple as mentally recognizing your effort or treating yourself to something you enjoy. These small celebrations create a positive feedback loop in your brain, associating the habit with a sense of accomplishment and pleasure. Over time, this positive reinforcement strengthens the habit, making it more enjoyable and sustainable. It's essential to practice patience and self-compassion in the process of cultivating positive habits. Change doesn't happen overnight, and there will be setbacks along the way. It's important to recognize that progress is not always linear. Some days will be easier than others. When you encounter challenges, rather than being discouraged, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. By being kind to yourself and staying committed to the process, you will gradually build the positive habits that will lead to lasting transformation. Visualizing your desired self is a powerful practice that bridges the gap between who you are and who you wish to become. It is the act of creating a vivid, detailed image of the person you aspire to be, and holding that image in your mind with clarity and conviction. This process is not just about imagining an ideal version of yourself. It is about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision so that it begins to manifest in your reality. When you visualize your desired self, you are engaging in a form of mental rehearsal. Just as athletes use visualization to improve their performance by mentally practicing their skills, you can use visualization to embody the qualities, habits, and achievements you seek. This mental imagery creates a blueprint for your subconscious mind, which begins to work tirelessly to bring that vision to life. The more vividly you can see yourself as the person you want to be, the more your mind and body will respond by aligning your behaviors and decisions with that image. The key to effective visualization is detail. The clearer and more specific your vision, the more powerful the effect. Take the time to imagine every aspect of your desired self, how you look, how you feel, how you interact with others, and how you carry yourself. Envision the environment you are in, the emotions you experience, and the successes you achieve. The goal is to make the vision so real in your mind that it feels as if you are already living it. This level of detail engages all your senses, making the experience more immersive and impactful. Emotions play a crucial role in visualization. It's not enough to simply see your desired self, you must also feel what it's like to be that person. Emotions are the driving force behind your thoughts and actions, and when you infuse your visualization with positive emotions such as confidence, joy, and fulfillment, you amplify its power. These emotions create a strong, energetic vibration that attracts corresponding experiences into your life. As you feel the emotions of your desired self, you begin to embody them, influencing how you think, behave, and respond to situations. Consistency is another important aspect of visualization. Like any skill, visualization requires regular practice to be effective. Make it a daily habit to spend a few minutes each morning or evening visualizing your desired self. Over time, this practice will strengthen the connection between your current self and the future self you are creating. The more consistently you visualize, the more deeply your mind internalizes the image, making it a natural part of your identity. Visualization also involves letting go of the limitations and doubts that may have held you back in the past. As you create the image of your desired self, it's essential to release any negative beliefs that contradict that vision. These might include thoughts like, "I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success," or "I'm too old to change." Instead, replace them with empowering beliefs that support your new identity, such as, "I am capable, I am worthy, and I am constantly growing." By aligning your beliefs with your vision, you remove the internal barriers that could otherwise prevent you from achieving your goals. It's important to remember that visualization is not about escaping reality, it's about creating it. The vision you hold in your mind acts as a magnet, drawing you toward the experiences, opportunities, and resources that will help you realize it. As you visualize your desired self, you begin to see possibilities where you once saw obstacles, and you start to take actions that are in alignment with your vision. This shift in perspective transforms the way you approach challenges, turning them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Visualization also helps to clarify your goals and intentions. As you consistently envision your desired self, you gain a clearer understanding of what you truly want and what steps you need to take to get there. This clarity brings focus and direction to your life, making it easier to set and achieve meaningful goals. Your vision becomes a guiding star, helping you navigate the choices and decisions that shape your future. Another powerful aspect of visualization is its ability to increase your self-confidence. As you repeatedly see yourself succeeding and achieving your goals in your mind's eye, you begin to build a sense of certainty that you can do it in reality. This confidence carries over into your everyday life, influencing how you present yourself, how you interact with others, and how you pursue your goals. Over time, this growing confidence reinforces your belief in your ability to become your desired self, creating a positive feedback loop that accelerates your progress. Visualization also opens you up to new possibilities and creative solutions. As you immerse yourself in the vision of your desired self, your mind becomes more attuned to opportunities that align with that vision. You start to notice possibilities that you might have overlooked before, and you become more willing to take risks and try new approaches. This expanded awareness and openness to change are key to transforming your vision into reality. Visualizing your desired self is a transformative practice that empowers you to create the life you want. By vividly imagining your future self, infusing that vision with positive emotions, and consistently aligning your thoughts and actions with it, you set in motion the forces that will bring that vision to life. Detaching from negative influences is an essential step in the journey of self-improvement and personal growth. It involves consciously removing yourself from the people, environments, thoughts, and habits that drain your energy, diminish your confidence, and hinder your progress. By freeing yourself from these negative influences, you create space for positivity, creativity, and growth to flourish in your life. This process is not always easy, but it is crucial for aligning yourself with the highest version of who you are meant to be. Negative influences can take many forms. They can be external, such as toxic relationships, unsupportive environments, or harmful habits, and they can also be internal, like limiting beliefs, self-doubt, or negative self-talk. Each of these influences, whether external or internal, has the potential to keep you stuck in patterns that are not conducive to your well-being or success. Detaching from these influences requires a deep commitment to your own growth and a willingness to make difficult choices in the pursuit of a better life. One of the first steps in detaching from negative influences is identifying them. This requires a high level of self-awareness and honesty. Take the time to reflect on the different aspects of your life, your relationships, your daily routines, your thoughts, and your environment. Ask yourself what is uplifting me and what is bringing me down. Which people in my life support my growth and which ones hold me back? Which habits are helping me move forward and which ones are keeping me stuck? This process of reflection can be challenging, as it may reveal truths that are uncomfortable to confront. However, it is a necessary step in the journey of detachment. Once you have identified the negative influences in your life, the next step is to create boundaries. Boundaries are the limits you set to protect your energy and well-being. They are a way of saying, this is what I will accept in my life, and this is what I will not. Setting boundaries with people who are negative or toxic is crucial. This might mean limiting your interactions with them, communicating your needs clearly, or in some cases, distancing yourself from them entirely. While this can be difficult, especially if the person is someone close to you, it is important to prioritize your own well-being. In addition to setting boundaries with others, it is equally important to set boundaries with yourself. This involves recognizing and addressing your own negative habits and thought patterns. For example, if you have a habit of engaging in negative self-talk, practice interrupting those thoughts and replacing them with positive affirmations. If you tend to procrastinate or engage in other self-sabotaging behaviors, create a plan to change those habits and stick to it. By setting and maintaining these personal boundaries, you take control of your inner world and begin to cultivate a mindset that supports your growth. Detaching from negative influences also involves creating a positive environment. Your environment has a profound impact on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Surround yourself with things that inspire you, uplift you, and remind you of your goals. This could be as simple as decluttering your living space, creating a vision board, or filling your home with items that bring you joy. Additionally, seek out environments that align with your values and aspirations, whether it's a supportive community, a place of learning, or a peaceful natural setting. By curating your environment to reflect your desired state of being, you reinforce your commitment to personal growth. Another critical aspect of detaching from negative influences is managing your exposure to negative media and information. In today's digital age, we are constantly bombarded with news, social media, and other forms of content that can be overwhelming and detrimental to our mental health. Pay attention to the types of media you consume and how they make you feel. If you notice that certain content leaves you feeling anxious, fearful, or discouraged, consider reducing your exposure to it. Instead, focus on consuming content that educates, inspires, and empowers you. This could include books, podcasts, or videos that align with your goals and values. Detaching from negative influences also means letting go of past experiences and memories that no longer serve you. We often carry emotional baggage from past relationships, failures, or traumas that weigh us down and prevent us from moving forward. It's important to recognize that holding on to these negative experiences only prolongs your suffering and keeps you stuck in the past. Practice forgiveness both of others and of yourself, and allow yourself to release the pain, anger, or regret associated with those experiences. This doesn't mean forgetting what happened, but rather choosing not to let it define or limit you. Cultivating positive relationships is a powerful way to replace negative influences. Surround yourself with people who inspire, support, and uplift you. These are individuals who believe in your potential, encourage your growth, and challenge you to be the best version of yourself. Positive relationships provide a sense of connection, belonging, and encouragement, all of which are essential for personal growth. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that share your values, aspirations, and be intentional about nurturing those connections. Detaching from negative influences requires a strong sense of self-worth. You must believe that you deserve a life free from negativity, and that you are worthy of positive experiences, relationships, and environments. This belief in your worth is what will give you the strength to walk away from anything that does not serve your highest good. It is the foundation upon which you can build a life that reflects your true potential and aspirations. Detaching from negative influences is a transformative process that involves identifying and removing the people, habits, and thoughts that hold you back. By setting boundaries, creating a positive environment, managing your media consumption, letting go of the past, and cultivating positive relationships, you create the conditions necessary for your growth and success. This journey of detachment requires courage, commitment, and a deep belief in your own worth, but it is ultimately what will lead you to a life of fulfillment and empowerment. Embracing continuous learning is the practice of committing to lifelong growth and development, recognizing that the journey of self-improvement never truly ends. It is the understanding that knowledge, skills, and personal insights are not static. They evolve and expand as you seek out new experiences, challenge your assumptions, and remain open to the lessons life has to offer. Continuous learning is not merely an academic pursuit. It is a mindset, a way of life that keeps you engaged, curious, and adaptable in an ever-changing world. At the heart of continuous learning is the belief that there is always more to discover. No matter how much you know or how skilled you become, there is always room for growth. This mindset fosters humility, as it requires you to acknowledge that you do not have all the answers and that others have valuable insights to offer. It also encourages a sense of wonder and curiosity, driving you to explore new ideas, perspectives, and areas of interest. By embracing this mindset, you cultivate a sense of openness that allows you to learn from every experience, whether it comes from a book, a conversation, a challenge, or even a failure. One of the key aspects of continuous learning is the willingness to step outside your comfort zone. True growth often occurs when you venture into unfamiliar territory, whether it's learning a new skill, taking on a new challenge, or engaging with ideas that differ from your own. This can be uncomfortable, as it requires you to confront the unknown and face the possibility of failure. However, it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that you expand your capabilities and discover new strengths. By embracing the uncertainty that comes with learning something new, you develop resilience and adaptability qualities that are essential in navigating the complexities of life. Continuous learning also involves the practice of self-reflection. As you acquire new knowledge and experiences, it's important to take the time to reflect on what you've learned and how it applies to your life. This reflection allows you to integrate new insights into your existing framework of understanding, making the learning process more meaningful and impactful. It also helps you identify areas where you may need to unlearn old habits or beliefs that no longer serve you. By regularly engaging in self-reflection, you ensure that your learning is not just passive consumption, but an active, ongoing process of personal growth. In addition to seeking out new knowledge, continuous learning requires you to be open to feedback. Constructive criticism from others can be one of the most valuable sources of learning, as it provides you with perspectives that you might not have considered. However, receiving feedback can be challenging, especially when it touches on areas where you may feel vulnerable or uncertain. The key is to approach feedback with a growth mindset, seeing it not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity for improvement. By embracing feedback, you demonstrate a commitment to your own development and a willingness to learn from others. Another important element of continuous learning is adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt to new circumstances and challenges is crucial. Continuous learning equips you with the tools and mindset needed to stay flexible and responsive, whether you're facing changes in your personal life, career, or the broader environment. By staying open to new information and being willing to adjust your approach as needed, you ensure that you are always evolving in alignment with the demands of the present moment. Continuous learning is also about cultivating a love of learning for its own sake. While learning can certainly be goal-oriented, focused on achieving specific outcomes or acquiring particular skills, it is also valuable as a source of intrinsic joy and fulfillment. When you approach learning with a sense of curiosity and passion, it becomes a rewarding and enriching experience, rather than a chore or obligation. This love of learning fuels your motivation, making it easier to stay committed to your growth over the long term. Incorporating continuous learning into your daily life requires intentionality and discipline. It's about making learning a priority, even in the midst of a busy schedule. This might involve setting aside time each day to read, take a course, or engage in a reflective practice like journaling. It could also mean seeking out opportunities for experiential learning, such as traveling, volunteering, or trying new activities. The key is to make learning an integral part of your routine rather than something that happens only occasionally, or when it's convenient. Another way to embrace continuous learning is by surrounding yourself with others who share this commitment. Engaging with a community of like-minded individuals can provide support, inspiration, and new perspectives. Whether it's through joining a study group, participating in workshops, or simply having meaningful conversations with friends, being part of a learning community can enhance your growth and keep you motivated. These connections also offer opportunities for collaborative learning, where you can exchange knowledge, challenge each other's ideas, and grow together. It's important to recognize that continuous learning is not just about acquiring new knowledge, but also about applying what you learn. Knowledge without action is of little value. As you learn, look for ways to put your new insights into practice in your daily life. This could involve experimenting with new approaches in your work, adopting new habits, or making changes in your personal relationships. By applying what you learn, you turn abstract concepts into tangible improvements in your life, and you reinforce the lessons in a way that deepens your understanding. Embracing continuous learning is about committing to a life of growth, curiosity, and exploration. It's about recognizing that every experience offers a lesson, every challenge presents an opportunity, and every day is a chance to become a little bit better than you were the day before. Through continuous learning, you not only expand your knowledge and skills, but you also cultivate a mindset that allows you to navigate life's complexities with grace, resilience, and an ever-expanding sense of possibility. Practicing self-compassion is the art of extending kindness, understanding, and empathy to yourself, especially during moments of struggle, failure, or suffering. It involves treating yourself with the same care and concern that you would offer to a close friend in a similar situation. Self-compassion is not about excusing mistakes or avoiding responsibility, rather. It is about recognizing your humanity, acknowledging your imperfections, and responding to your own pain with gentleness and support, instead of harsh judgment. At its core, self-compassion is rooted in the understanding that suffering and setbacks are a natural part of life. Everyone experiences moments of difficulty, whether they stem from external circumstances or from internal challenges like self-doubt or fear. When you practice self-compassion, you allow yourself to acknowledge these difficulties without magnifying them or letting them define you. This acknowledgement is crucial because it breaks the cycle of self-criticism that often arises when things don't go as planned. Instead of berating yourself for perceived failures, you learn to say, "This is hard right now, and that's okay. I'm doing the best I can." One of the key components of self-compassion is self-kindness, which involves treating yourself with warmth and understanding rather than harsh criticism. In moments of difficulty, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame, believing that you should have done better, known more, or somehow avoided the problem altogether. This kind of self-criticism only adds to your suffering and can create a cycle of negativity that is difficult to break. Self-kindness, on the other hand, allows you to respond to yourself with words of comfort and encouragement. Instead of saying, "I'm so stupid for making that mistake," you might say, "I made a mistake, but I'm learning and growing. It's okay to be imperfect." Another important aspect of self-compassion is recognizing your common humanity. This means understanding that you are not alone in your struggles, and that everyone experiences challenges and setbacks. When you're going through a difficult time, it's easy to feel isolated, as if you're the only one facing such hardships. This sense of isolation can make your problems seem even more overwhelming. By reminding yourself that suffering is a universal experience, you can reduce the feeling of isolation and find comfort in the knowledge that others have faced similar challenges and have come through them. This perspective helps you to see your struggles as part of the shared human experience, rather than as a sign of your personal shortcomings. Mindfulness is another essential component of self-compassion. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, and accepting them as they are. When you practice mindfulness, you create a space between yourself and your emotions, allowing you to observe them without getting swept away by them. This is particularly important when dealing with difficult emotions like shame, guilt, or fear. Instead of suppressing these emotions or letting them take over, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge them, understand their source, and respond to them with compassion. This gentle awareness is key to breaking the cycle of negative self-talk and cultivating a more balanced and supportive inner dialogue. Practicing self-compassion also means giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. In a world that often glorifies busyness and productivity, it's easy to feel guilty for taking time to care for yourself. However, self-compassion recognizes that rest is not a luxury, but a necessity. Just as you would encourage a friend to take care of themselves when they're tired or stressed, it's important to give yourself the same permission. Whether it's taking a day off, indulging in a hobby, or simply allowing yourself to do nothing for a while, self-compassion means honoring your need for rest and understanding that taking care of yourself is a vital part of your overall well-being. Self-compassion also involves embracing your imperfections. Society often promotes the idea that you must be perfect to be worthy of love, success, or happiness. This belief can lead to unrealistic expectations and intense pressure to always be at your best, which in turn can result in feelings of inadequacy and self-criticism when you inevitably fall short. Self-compassion encourages you to let go of the need for perfection and to accept yourself as you are, flaws and all. This doesn't mean that you stop striving for improvement, but rather that you approach your growth with kindness and patience, understanding that making mistakes and experiencing setbacks are natural parts of the learning process. Another element of self-compassion is learning to forgive yourself. Holding on to guilt, shame, or regret over past actions can weigh heavily on your spirit and prevent you from moving forward. Self-forgiveness involves acknowledging your mistakes, taking responsibility for them, and then letting go of the negative emotions associated with them. It's about recognizing that you are not defined by your past and that you have the power to choose how you respond to your mistakes. By forgiving yourself, you free yourself from the burden of guilt and create space for healing and growth. Practicing self-compassion also involves setting healthy boundaries. This means knowing your limits and being able to say no when something is not in alignment with your values, needs, or well-being. It's about recognizing that you cannot do everything or please everyone, and that it's okay to prioritize your own needs. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-care, and it allows you to protect your energy and focus on what truly matters to you. When you set and maintain boundaries, you reinforce the message that your well-being is important and that you are worthy of care and consideration. Self-compassion includes celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem. It's easy to overlook your achievements and focus only on what you haven't accomplished, but self-compassion encourages you to acknowledge and appreciate your progress. Whether it's completing a project, overcoming a challenge, or simply making it through a difficult day, take the time to recognize your efforts and give yourself credit for what you've done. This practice of acknowledging your achievements helps to build self-esteem and reinforces the habit of treating yourself with kindness and appreciation. In summary, practicing self-compassion is about cultivating a relationship with yourself that is based on kindness, understanding, and acceptance. It involves treating yourself with the same care and consideration that you would offer to others, recognizing your shared humanity, and being mindful of your thoughts and emotions. By embracing self-compassion, you create a supportive inner environment that allows you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, grace, and self-awareness. Taking responsibility for your life is an empowering act of acknowledging that you are the primary architect of your experiences, choices, and outcomes. It involves recognizing that while you may not have control over every circumstance, you have control over how you respond to those circumstances. This mindset shifts the focus from blaming external factors to understanding the power you hold in shaping your reality. By taking responsibility, you claim ownership of your life and embrace the role of the creator of your destiny. At the heart of taking responsibility is the realization that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions play a crucial role in determining the course of your life. Every decision you make, whether conscious or unconscious, contributes to the path you are on. When you take responsibility, you become aware of this dynamic and begin to make choices that align with your true desires and goals. This means stepping out of the victim mentality, where you believe that life is something that happens to you, and stepping into the role of a creator, where you actively shape your experiences. Taking responsibility also involves being honest with yourself about where you are in life and how you got there. This requires a willingness to examine your past choices, habits, and patterns, and to acknowledge the role they have played in bringing you to your current situation. It's not about blaming yourself or dwelling on mistakes, rather. It's about understanding the cause and effect relationship between your actions and your circumstances. This level of self-honesty is crucial because it allows you to identify areas where you may need to make changes in order to create the life you want. Another important aspect of taking responsibility is embracing accountability. This means holding yourself accountable for your actions, decisions, and their consequences. When you take responsibility, you stop making excuses and start owning your choices, even when they lead to unfavorable outcomes. This level of accountability can be challenging, as it requires you to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself and your behavior. However, it is also incredibly liberating, as it gives you the power to make different choices in the future. By holding yourself accountable, you build integrity and self-respect, knowing that you are living in alignment with your values. Taking responsibility for your life also means being proactive rather than reactive. Instead of waiting for things to happen or relying on others to make decisions for you, you take initiative and make things happen for yourself. This proactive approach involves setting clear goals, making plans to achieve them, and taking consistent action toward your desired outcomes. It also means being adaptable and willing to adjust your course when necessary, rather than passively accepting whatever comes your way. By being proactive, you demonstrate that you are in control of your life and that you are committed to creating the future you envision. A key component of taking responsibility is the ability to make decisions based on your own values and priorities, rather than being swayed by external influences. This requires a deep understanding of who you are, what you want, and what you stand for. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop seeking validation or approval from others and start making choices that are true to yourself. This level of authenticity is essential for living a fulfilling and meaningful life, as it ensures that your actions are aligned with your inner truth, rather than being driven by societal expectations or the opinions of others. Taking responsibility also involves embracing the concept of personal power. Personal power is the understanding that you have the ability to influence your own life and that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. This doesn't mean that you can control everything, but it does mean that you have the power to choose how you respond to whatever happens. By recognizing and embracing your personal power, you stop feeling helpless or victimized and start taking action to create the life you want. This shift in perspective is incredibly empowering, as it puts you in the driver's seat of your own life. Another important aspect of taking responsibility is being willing to learn from your mistakes and failures. When you take responsibility for your life, you understand that mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process, and that they provide valuable opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your worth or a reason to give up, you view it as a stepping stone on the path to success. By learning from your mistakes, you gain wisdom and insight that help you make better choices in the future. This mindset fosters resilience and perseverance, as it allows you to bounce back from setbacks and continue moving forward. Taking responsibility for your life also means being mindful of the impact your actions have on others. While it's important to focus on your own growth and well-being, it's equally important to consider how your choices affect those around you. When you take responsibility, you strive to act with integrity, kindness, and consideration for others. This involves being honest, keeping your commitments, and treating others with respect. By taking responsibility for the impact you have on others, you build trust and positive relationships, which in turn contribute to your own sense of fulfillment and well-being. Taking responsibility also requires a commitment to self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, delay gratification, and stay focused on your long-term goals, even when it's difficult. When you take responsibility for your life, you understand that achieving your goals requires consistent effort and perseverance. This means making choices that align with your values and priorities, even when they are not the easiest or most convenient options. Self-discipline is essential for maintaining the momentum needed to create the life you want, as it ensures that you stay on track and continue moving forward, even in the face of challenges or distractions. Finally, taking responsibility for your life involves embracing the idea of personal growth and self-improvement. This means recognizing that you are a work in progress and that there is always room for growth and development. When you take responsibility for your life, you commit to continually striving to become the best version of yourself, both for your own sake and for the benefit of those around you. This commitment to personal growth requires a willingness to step outside your comfort zone, take risks, and challenge yourself to reach new levels of understanding, skill, and self-awareness. By embracing personal growth, you ensure that you are constantly evolving and moving toward the life you desire. In essence, taking responsibility for your life is about embracing your role as the creator of your destiny. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your experiences, make choices that align with your true self, and take consistent action toward your goals. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power, live with integrity, and create a life that is truly your own. Persisting despite challenges involves maintaining your commitment to your goals and aspirations, even when faced with obstacles, setbacks, or difficulties. It's about developing the resilience and determination to continue moving forward, regardless of the difficulties you encounter along the way. This quality is essential for achieving long-term success and personal growth, as it enables you to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life with courage and perseverance. At the core of persistence is the ability to remain focused on your objectives, even when progress seems slow or when you encounter setbacks. It involves holding steadfast to your vision and continuing to put in the effort required to achieve your goals, despite the obstacles that may arise. This kind of persistence requires a strong sense of purpose and conviction, as it is the driving force that keeps you motivated and determined, even when the path is challenging. Persisting despite challenges also involves developing a growth mindset, which is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, and learning. This mindset helps you view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. When you encounter difficulties, a growth mindset encourages you to seek solutions, learn from your experiences, and adapt your approach as needed. This perspective fosters resilience, as it allows you to see setbacks as temporary and surmountable, rather than as signs of failure or inadequacy. Another key aspect of persistence is the ability to embrace and learn from failure. Failure is often an inevitable part of any challenging endeavor, and how you respond to it can significantly impact your ability to persist. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your worth or a reason to give up, persistence involves seeing it as a valuable learning experience. By analyzing what went wrong, understanding the lessons to be learned, and applying those lessons to future efforts, you build resilience and increase your chances of eventual success. Failure becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Persisting despite challenges also requires maintaining a positive attitude and managing negative emotions. When faced with difficulties, it's easy to become discouraged or overwhelmed, which can hinder your ability to persist. Developing emotional resilience involves recognizing and acknowledging your feelings, but not letting them dictate your actions. This means practicing strategies such as positive self-talk, mindfulness, and stress management to keep your mindset focused on your goals. By managing your emotions effectively, you can maintain the energy and motivation needed to continue pursuing your objectives. Another important element of persistence is the ability to set and adjust realistic goals. When pursuing challenging objectives, it's crucial to break them down into manageable steps and set milestones along the way. This approach allows you to track your progress and celebrate small victories, which helps maintain motivation and momentum. However, persistence also involves being flexible and willing to adjust your goals and strategies in response to changing circumstances or new information. This adaptability ensures that you can continue moving forward, even if the original plan needs to be modified. Maintaining a support network is also essential for persisting, despite challenges. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging individuals can provide motivation, advice, and emotional support when facing difficulties. This network can include friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who believe in your goals and can offer guidance or a listening ear during tough times. Having a support system can help you stay grounded and focused, as well as provide a sense of accountability and encouragement. Persisting despite challenges requires a high level of self-discipline and commitment. Self-discipline involves making choices that align with your goals and staying focused on your efforts, even when faced with distractions or temptations. This means prioritizing your tasks, managing your time effectively, and maintaining a strong work ethic. Self-discipline is crucial for sustaining the effort needed to overcome obstacles and continue making progress toward your objectives. Another aspect of persistence is the willingness to seek help or resources when needed. Persistence does not mean you have to face challenges alone. It involves recognizing when you need support and being proactive in seeking it. This could mean reaching out for advice, collaborating with others, or utilizing available resources to overcome obstacles. By leveraging external support and resources, you enhance your ability to navigate challenges and maintain your progress. Building resilience through persistence also involves taking care of your physical and mental well-being. Challenges can be physically and emotionally taxing, so maintaining your health is essential for sustaining your efforts. This means practicing self-care, getting adequate rest, eating well, and engaging in activities that reduce stress. By taking care of your well-being, you ensure that you have the energy and strength needed to persist through difficulties and continue working toward your goals. Finally, persisting despite challenges involves cultivating patience. Achieving meaningful goals often takes time, and progress may not always be immediate. Patience allows you to endure the long-term effort required to reach your objectives and maintain a steady focus on your goals. By practicing patience, you build the resilience needed to overcome obstacles and stay committed to your journey, even when results are not immediately visible. Persisting despite challenges is about embodying resilience, determination, and a proactive mindset. It involves maintaining focus, managing emotions, setting realistic goals, and leveraging support and resources. By embracing persistence, you empower yourself to overcome obstacles, learn from setbacks, and continue making progress toward your aspirations, ultimately leading to greater success and fulfillment. In conclusion, the journey of working on yourself is one of profound self-discovery and growth. It begins with self-reflection, where you gain insight into your true desires and areas for improvement. By setting clear intentions and believing in your potential, you lay the foundation for meaningful change. Cultivating positive habits, visualizing your desired self, and detaching from negative influences help you align your daily actions with your goals.